Good morning. Myself Sangeeta Devi from GK Jain School, Raipuram. In today's class, we are going to see the Unit 4 Human Resource Management, Lesson 10 Recruitment Methods. In the last session, we have discussed about the external direct itself, how they are recruiting a person. So we have seen under 7 categories about direct. Now, in today's class, we are going to see the external itself. We have the one more category, indirect. So the sources of recruitment starts from the how we are recruiting, how the sources is being collected. From internal, how we internally within the organization, how the information is collected and how a person is recruited. Now if you go for the external, we will have the two categories. One is direct, another one is indirect. So in the two categories you will learn about in today's class about indirect. In indirect we will be having around 9 categories to be discussed. In the indirect, how the persons are being recruited. Now if you go for the first, external sources is outside the organization, how the person is being selected. So if it is going outside the organization, so the first category of indirect, we are going to for the indirect. Indirect means the company directly they will not contact the persons. Indirect way, how and all they are getting the persons recruited. The first one is employee referral. So employee referral is nothing when the organization employees, already existing employees, shall suggest some points, some persons, the known persons who is suitable for the organization, or he may be a friend or relatives, he can be of any person. So what they will do is they will reference will be given by the existing employees. Already they will be working in the organization. In the organization they have some vacancies, so they will reference their own relatives or their own friends, like that they will give. So they will give suggestion of that persons, like this person is there, he has completed graduation, he have that much of knowledge, he will be suitable or she will be suitable for the organization. So here all those things will be given by already existing employees. So that is what the employee referral. So what are the what is based on the creditability, like we can tell what are the points the existing employee is telling, based on that the employee will be recruited. So that is what the employee referral. Employee referral is nothing when an already existing persons working in the organization will refer their friends or as relatives, whoever it may be. So they will reference, they will be giving their qualification, they will tell their qualification, these are the positive things he has, so he will be suitable for our company. So based on that credit what he is giving, the company may recruit or may not recruit. That is not a suggestion, it is only a suggestion, it is not compulsory. So that is what the employee referral. Next, if you go for the second point, government or public employment exchange. So the government or public employment exchange is that nowadays we have a website TN Velaivaippu. Before and all, only whatever the posting is being given by the government it will be displayed, but nowadays also it is being displaying about the private sector. Whenever whatever the biggest organization recruiting a person, it is displayed on that website. So if you go and see it, whoever is in need of a job, they can get a job through that. So that is what the public employment exchange. So if as a students, if you all completed your graduation also, you can go and see the website, so where you can see the jobs being provided by the organization. If you want, you can go and see their website. So that is what the government or public employment exchange. So it is only done by the government, that is for the benefit of the people who is unemployed, like that we can tell, who is not employed can be get benefited through this. So that is what government or public employment exchanges. Next one is private employment agencies. Private employment agency is that it is a quite opposite of a government, which is this private employment agencies, what it will be doing is it is will be similar to the public, but it is ownership is only in the private hands. What they will do, they will be connecting as a link, we can tell, who is a job provider and a job seeker. Job seeker is there who is in need of a job provider is that the company who is in want of a person. So this private agencies, what they will do, they will act as a link and make the persons meet and recruit. So that work will be done by the private employment agencies. the same work only it will be done by the public employment agencies also, but it is the government sector. But if you go for the private employment agencies, it is owned by the private. It is similar in nature, we can tell, it is similar in meaning also, but if it will act as a link only. Next one is employment consultancies. Employment consultancies that on behalf of the client, we can tell it as on behalf of companies. What the employment consultancies will do is that on behalf of the company, they will recruit the person and will give the person or recruit on behalf of the company, we can tell. So if I want a job, some vacancies are there in my organization, what I will do, instead of having all those around like a HR round or like aptitude test, so we have made so much of selection process that we will be discussing in the next chapter 11, where you will have the selection steps or a process where will be more number of tests being conducted. So in order to avoid all those time wastage, what they will do is instead of they will give it to the employment consultancies on behalf of the company. They will recruit the persons keeping all those tests and conducting the HR round, and they will give the persons they will select the persons and give it. So that is what the employment consultancies will do. So they will do all those things on the consultation fees. They will not do it for free of cost. They will do at some cost, some fees. So that we call it as consultation fees, where you will be having this word in the accounts, where you will have the consultation fees. What is the consultation fees? Many do not know the meaning, but now I think everyone has been knowing those meaning. Nothing, it is on behalf of the company. They will select the persons and recruit for the company. So for that they will charge some amount. That is what the consultation fees. So this is what it will be done by the employment consultancy. So far we have discussed about 4 things. Employee referral, that is already existing person will be giving the advice or giving the suggestions, or that he may be a friend or relative. Next is government or public employment exchange. There will be a website where you can go and see. There will be a many job provider will be there. You can go and approach as a job seeker. And next is private employment agencies. Private employment agencies, that it is will be similar in public, but it is on the ownership is in the private parties. That's it, is the difference. They will also act as a link. That employment consultancy is that on behalf of the company, they will select the person and recruit the persons to the company, and they will charge some amount that we will call it as consultation fee. We have seen few more points in the indirect. Next one is professional association. Professional association is that nowadays we have a many association names like Institute of Chartered Accountant, Indian Medical Association, we have Institute of Training Development, we have All India Management Association, we have the Institute of Engineer, we have. So there are so many number of institutions are there and doing some activity. What activity they are doing on? They will train up the person. After recruiting, after joining a company, they are not proper and they are not suitable to the job. If they feel they will not be good to this organization, what they are doing nowadays is that whoever is got training in all those association, they will recruit that person, because he will be well trained. So no, they will not be the company cannot afford a training session also. If they choose a already trained person, it is very helpful for them. So these are the things it can be done. So there are many number of institutions there where the training is being given to the students for the joining of the company, with the technical knowledge will be given. If you go for the Institute of Chartered Accountant, there will be all the knowledge can be gained through all those levels. With the all those levels, if they go if you go for a CA itself, we will be having a 3 levels: foundation, IPCC, we will be having inter, and then final. If they complete 1 level also, they will be knowledgeable up to that level. See, if the company is recruiting such a person up to the level, if they feel the foundation completed student is enough, they can recruit that person. If they want a company chartered accountant CA for the organization, they can choose that person. So it is all depending on the institute. If we go for the medical student, if I want to my company, I can go and approach the All India Medical Association, so where I can get the well trained person to my organization. So this is what the professional association is. Professional association which will be the already trained person can be recruited. Next is deputation. Deputation is that the person will be an employee of the organization. He will be already employee of the organization, but what it will be done, he can be an employee of a finance department. Like we take of an example, he will be a employee of a finance department, but there is some helpful is needed by the sales department. So what for the time period, like a short time period, in order to, while other person want to be recruited till that time period, what they will do is they will act as a deputation, that is they will act as a person, as a salesman, and work for the organization. So he is originally the finance employee, but for the time period, short time period, he will be act as a salesperson also in the organization. That is what the deputation is. That so for the time period alone, it is not for the longer period or for the whole job is going to be changed. Deputation is that for the time, specific time it is needed, this person is needed in the sales department, then only the sales can be gone, then only the company can go in a profit way. So for that time period we will recruit we will change the position and change the persons to the other department. Next one is word of mouth. Word of mouth is that all the informations about the informations about the job seeker. Job seeker is that who need of a job. About all those information about the job seeker will be collected and it will be given to the person who is need of a job, who is need of a person to the organization, like a company job provider we can tell. So to the job provider, all the informations about the job seeker will be given. So that is what the word of mouth is. Word of mouth is that whoever known people, like I am already know about this organization, so I have my friend who is need of a job, so I know the company. What I will do is that I'll collect the information from him and give it to the organization, but it is not compulsory that I should work in my organization. If I work in the organization and give the reference, it will be coming under the category employee referral. So it is not like that. I need not be an employee in the organization, but I know the company staff. So what I will do is, if my friend is need of a job, I'll give the information alone to the job provider. So that is what the word of mouth. Next one is a labor contractor. Labor contractor is only suitable for the unskilled person, or like manual laborers only. Like if you go for the company machines, they will be working, but they will not have the qualification at all. Only they will be having the experience. So that all persons will be elected through the labor contractor. Labor contractor is that we will go and approach one person, but under that person there will be 10 members also working under him. So we will recruit, if one person is recruited, all the 10 will be joined together and work for the company. So that is what labor contractor. It is only suitable for the manual work. Manual work in the case, it can be of industry type, it will be suitable, we can tell, because where the industry is only we will be need of many persons to work in the manually, because nowadays it is going on all way in the digital, but only few industries where in the packing section or in the any section where it is needed, that manual works and all will be recruited through the labor contractor. Next one we have going for the last category is that job portals. Nowadays many websites are there in the internet, where you can go and see all those websites and gather all those informations about it, and we can recruit the person. So job portal, for a few examples I'll give you. Naukri, we have Monster, we have LinkedIn, we will be having, and we have Indeed. So we have many websites available in the online, where you can go and see the companies. If any company is need of a job, they will be providing their information, and if you are need of a job, you can also give your resumes and everything, update on it, and you can get recruited. So that is what the job portal is doing. Above all those categories, the job portal plays a major role, because it is very very important to have this job portal. So job portal is that because many are using always a mobile phone, so everyone wants to know the job, wants to get a job immediately. Also they can search in a mobile phone and get the information and got placed in any any company based on their experience and qualification. They can get placed. So the job portal is very crucial. It is playing a major role in nowadays. So these are the external sources where it is being there under the category indirect. So in the direct we have seen about 7 categories, that recruitment, campus recruitment, recruitment at factory gate. We have seen many categories under the direct, but in today's class we have seen the indirect. Indirect itself we have the 9 categories. Starts from the employee referral, that is reference given by the already existing employees. Next is government or public employment exchange, where all the government is giving the helpful to the unemployed persons. And private employment agencies, it is similar to the public, but it is act as a link. Next is employment consultancies. The consultancies, they will recruit the persons and on behalf of the company, and they will be charged for that. That is what we call it as consultation fees. Next is professional association. Already well trained persons from the different institution. We have Institute of Training and Development, Institute of Engineers, All India Medical Association. So from that institution we will recruit a person, because the right persons can be chosen. So that only we are going for. Deputation is that one department to the other department, the persons will be changed for a time period to avoid the incomplete of works. Next is word of mouth. I may refer my friend to the organization which is known to me. So that is what word of mouth. Labor contracted, which will be suitable for the industry type, where many numbers of persons is needed. So the under one head, if we go for the construction and all, where we will be having one head, under him 10 persons will be there. If you go for the electricians also, if a new building is constructed, all 5 or 6 members is needed, electrician. So they will be all a friend of persons, so that we can call up one person also, all the friends will be joined together and work for that. So that we call it as labor contractor. Next is job portal. Job portal is that it is very very important, and nowadays where we have many websites to be seen in the online, where you can search the jobs and find and got placed in it also. So these are the external sources under the category indirect. Next we move on to recent trend in recruitment. We can tell recent trend in recruitment is it is very very important, that is being there is now is outsourcing. Outsourcing is that for the job, what and all the jobs what we want to do is, for the right person needs to be chosen. If he is not having us that much of knowledge to the job, if he is recruited, he will be underqualified. So he should have the qualification, and for the right job only he should be chosen. If a finance oriented student is recruited for the engineer oriented work, he will not know any works what to be done. So the right person should be chosen for the right job. So the outsourcing will do it as in the process. It has a process also, where you will be having 7 categories. The recruitment process and the outsourcing itself, we will be having 7 categories for choosing up the right persons. So what is the right person, how they are chosen from? They will understand the recruitment, in which department. Start from the company. So they will go company wise, it will go. So what they will do, the company's recruitment requirement is what? First they will understand, okay, they are need of a person in the sales, or they need enough a person in the finance. Like that they will understand the requirement, and they will advertise in the case where we have the source also. So we have the internal and external, where you can go for the direct or indirect. So there are many ways they will advertise. So that will be their second process. Next one, they will be having a screening. Screening in the case, many persons will be applying for a job, but they should screen in the way they should categorize. Okay, these are the persons similar to our requirement. These are the persons which is not suitable at all, because many number of persons are unemployed. So they will all approach the company. If any job is being put on a website, many number of persons or many number of resumes we will get, but we need to screen it and we should filter it also. Next is validation. Validation, after that, if I choose 10 resumes, 10 resume also I should validate, okay, this much of experience he has, this much of qualification he has, this much of expectation of salary is required by this person. So I should validate all those informations after screening. Next is profile submission. Profile submission is that, okay, after that 5 person is being chosen, so after that I should submit it. Next is the interview process. I should conduct for all the 10 or 5 whatever I validated and took up. So that will be my next process. After getting that all those information, I should get the feedback also, whether I have chosen the persons or the other person also. I should get the feedback. What about you think about our company? Like that I should get feedback. After that only the selection process will, and their follow-up will be there. That is what with your outsourcing recruitment process. So in the recruitment process itself, we have the under outsourcing itself, we have 7 categories where you will be having from the requirement understanding, and advertisement source will be there, screening will be there, and you need to validate it, and then profile needs to be submitted. Next you need to conduct the interview process, and feedback needs to be collected from the persons who is coming to the organization. And selection process, we have a many number of steps in the selection process that you will be seeing in the next lesson, where you have a many tests being conducted for selecting a person also, and their follow-up will be there. Next one, we go for the recent trend and requirement itself. We have the next category, poaching. Already I have told you this word. I think so everyone remembers the word. It will be coming under the heading rival firms. I think everyone have heard this word. When I do in the last session, I have gone for the external sources direct. Fifth point, we have discussed about rival firms. So the rival firms is also called as poaching. That is nothing. I will not recruit a person. Instead of I am wasting all those time in recruiting a person, I will hire the person from the competitive organization, that is competitive or my friend's company. I will hire them with the higher pay, like higher pay can be given, or some financial or non-financial benefits can be given. Like that I will approach them. Already if I take of A and B, they are all a friends company. A is in need of a person. What the A will do is that they will go and approach a B company's employees who I want in the post of let me take of a finance executive. So the finance executive post who is there in the B organization, I'll go and approach them and get all those informations about him, what is need of a financial or non-financial benefits is required. I'll talk to them, and with the higher pay I'll give you, so you can come and work for our company. So like that I will from the competitive companies I'll get the person. So this can be also called as riding, poaching, rival firm. So these all three is same in meaning. One, if you go for the poaching, is that A and B company will be there. A is in need of a person, they will recruit from a B, and they will tell that higher pay will be given. So this is the recent trend in recruitment. We have two. Outsourcing, we have a 7 process how the outsourcing is being done. So the employees, how it is selected also I have told you. Next is poaching. Poaching is that it is also called as a riding. Riding is that from the competitive company I'll get the persons by stating that a higher payment and financial or non-financial benefits will be given. Like that I'll go and approach them. So these are the recent trend in recruitment. So in today's class we have discussed about the external sources, indirect itself. We have discussed about start from the employee referral, government or public employment exchange, private employment agencies, employment consultancies, professional association, deputation, word of mouth, labor contractor, job portals. So in the recent trend and recruitment also, outsourcing, poaching we have discussed. So this is the recent trend and recruitment is the last topic of this chapter, recruitment methods. So that by this the lesson gets over. From the beginning we have seen the meaning, definitions, features about it, and the sources we have discussed. And the sources itself, it has been categorized into 2, where we have the internal, external. So the internal itself we have a different things we have discussed, and the external self with 2 categories, direct, and in today's class we have discussed about indirect. So by that the lesson is over. Lesson 10, recruitment methods. Thanks for watching.